Tired of the old, outdated way of playing fantasy? It's time to try Underdog Fantasy. If you want to make some picks on your favorite sports, check out Underdog Fantasy Pick'em game, where you choose higher or lower on between 2 to 8 players, and you can win up to 1,000 times your initial entry. Make sure to use code CROWDED when you sign up, so you can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Think you know ball better than us? Don't miss out on this great offer and compete against the crew to showcase your knowledge today. All right, we're back here in Mobile. We've got Jackson Hawes. Jackson, first off, man, appreciate the time. I know it's kind of we were just talking, we had to make you walk all the way across the room, but he's a young man who, Jackson, you played a lot of college football, so let's talk about the journey. Ivy League to Georgia Tech, you didn't want to take it easy. So talk about what was the decision to transfer to Atlanta, Brent Key, and just what they're about up there in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest appeal to me was just Georgia Tech's offense, and it being a run-action team. For 4 years, I played at Yale, with Nolan Grooms, and I guess my freshman year with Kurt Rawlings at the Q, and both are just mobile, kind of dual-threat guys, and Haynes King's the exact same way. He can win with his legs, and he can win with his arm, and being in that offense, with the amount of shifts and motioning that they do as a tight end is something that a lot of NFL teams do, and you don't really see it as much as the college level, at least as much as we do, because we do it a whole lot. And so their terminology also being kind of more NFL style, and the play calling, I think that was just really going to play to my strengths as a blocker on the perimeter, and the quick game and passing as well.
Talk a little bit about that offense. Buster Faulkner, known for his ability to kind of help with the tight end position as well. You guys, obviously, I know you have a great bond with the tight end coach up there in Atlanta, but just talk about the culture that Brent Key is building. I mean, it just feels like, I was at the game in Athens. I know it didn't end the way you guys wanted, but it's just something, as a person who's seen Georgia Tech over the past couple of years, it's different. What was your viewpoint just 1 year in the program?
It's been awesome, man. I kind of wish that I would have got there a year sooner, I guess, because I think you can look at these last 2 years as just, they might have not gone the way we wanted. Both seasons were 7-6, and this year we obviously didn't win the bowl game, but it's a really solid foundation, I think, for what he's building there. And I think him just being an offensive lineman, but guys are like his offensive line mentality. I guess you'd call it like the Brent Key mentality, because he is just a totally football-loving guy. He's just down to earth, loves his guys. Just a guy that I got along with really well, and I see a lot of myself in him, just with his enthusiasm and his energy, and I couldn't praise him enough. He's awesome, though. Yeah, what they're doing there is special, and I'm glad to have been a part of it.
The post game in Ireland, he looks at the ESPN reporter, he says, we're going to run the damn ball. Talk a little bit about just that mentality of what you guys had this year. You got Jamal Haynes in the backfield, some young backs too. I mean, what was it like to just know, hey, we want to physically impose our will on opposing teams?
Yeah, I think, our mentality is this is something we're going to do, and this is something we're going to live or die by, and I really appreciated that. A lot of like the 4th and 1 stuff, 3rd and 1 stuff, especially at the goal line, like we're getting in 2 tight end sets where, sometimes we were snapping it to my roommate Zach Pyron back there and just having him run in behind us. And that's something that we took a lot of pride in, and it's something that we repped, in practice. And it really started off in January, with the mat drills and building the toughness that way, and then kind of transitioning to the field.
Now, as you kind of embark on this next step, college football has been something that's obviously been very good to you. You've talked to some people, you're very thankful for your time. What are some of the things that you're hoping to kind of take with you, both from Yale and Georgia Tech? And then what are you kind of looking for? I know everyone likes to ask the question here, where do you want to go? But what are you looking for in terms of an opportunity at the next level?
I'm just looking to have a lot of winning. At Yale we were really successful. We won a lot, and I kind of knew how that needed to happen in the locker room and behind the scenes with the team. Georgia Tech, you can classify last season as whatever you want, but we were undefeated at home. We upset Miami, upset Florida State at the time, and I feel like we had a really successful season in terms of a lot of things. And both those locker rooms, I kind of saw how we meshed together, and saw how we got along, and saw how we acted on and off the field. And that's something that I would like to take with me to the next step, and kind of get a locker room together, guys that are willing to put whatever it is on the line to win.
What have you seen out of yourself this week? Obviously, a lot of people say, hey, Jackson's a guy that can put his hand in the ground, do the dirty work, but what are you trying to show people?
I'm just trying to show people that I'm the same guy, at the end of the week that I was at the start of the week. And that's, with the interviews, but that's also on the field at practice. I knew I was going to be rusty coming in. I haven't played football in a while. I've been kind of, having that more of that track mentality going into the combine and stuff. But I've just been really excited to attack each rep the same way I attacked the last, just with confidence and enthusiasm to win.
Jackson Hall's getting ready for the NFL draft down here in Mobile. We appreciate the time.